Good morning, Mike with Minnesota Streetworks. We're out here in Moorhead, Minnesota, Monday, June 17th. We're just doing a quick on-site check. This is the new version 2. It's been on site for 2 weeks now. We had heavy rain on Friday, and we got a call on that, and the system performed very well. We're here to check out the conditions are Fargo gumbo, as they call it here in the construction industry. So it's a very challenging site. The clay is very slimy. And we weren't sure how it would perform. Well, we were sure how it would perform. The contractor wasn't sure. So we're here to check that out, and we just wanted to show you guys. So everything went very, very well. We're very happy with performance, and we're extremely happy with the large chunks that we're seeing coming off the system. So we're just going to show you some of that right now in the buildup. This has been cleaned out several times, and we got some piles over there. The contractor cleaned it twice. And the clean out went very well. We're going to get some of that on film here shortly too to show you guys that. And they were able to use a skid steer and a small scraper bar that is used under the conveyor system to clean out between our risers, our 8-inch risers here, and that was the process behind the development of it. As the camera's showing here down there, I'll show you and kind of give you a little bit different perspective of the size of material that we're getting off these tires. It's really impressive, and you even see stuff like this. This is coming, that's a tire tread piece of material right there. So we're getting those tires to separate and get that material to fall out, and it's pretty amazing. Very, very happy. Here, let me reach in here and just show you some of these chunks. So this is this Fargo gumbo clay, and this is sticking to the tires, and we're peeling this right off. Chain Trax is, that's amazing stuff. All these pieces. Here's another piece. I mean, look at this stuff. That's just amazing. I don't know of another system that can do it. Chain Trax certainly can. There was another impressive piece that I found earlier when we were walking through. Look at this chunk sitting down in here. And this is no joke. You can kind of see the tire treads, and you see the curvature of the wheel where that was stuck to the wheel and peeled right off. There's some larger chunks also in here. Good stuff. So yeah, inside these ramps, another really good. Every time you look in, I kind of crumbled my hands here because it's Monday now, so dried out. But when you look at the material in here, this is all coming out from inside the treads. So that's just fantastic stuff. Very, very happy with the results. The contractor's extremely happy with the results. Clean out was a snap. He said that this material here is from a 9-hour run after a 2-inch rain event in Fargo gumbo. All right, guys, just to show you some of the highlights of what we talked about in the new version 2, we're really excited about MnDOT, the Department of Transportation here in Minnesota, and Ames Construction and Fratellone Construction on our demo sites, and some of the improvements that they wanted to see in the first version to version 2. So these reflectors that we have that can be inserted in the stake pockets, and you can put as many reflectors or markers as you want in the system, but this seems to be working really well with the 4 up front. We can also put LED lighting on, solar charge LED lighting if that's a request for night operations. We have flip up ramps here with swivel holders that will lock the ramps into place in a full vertical 90-degree position. And then the risers is just the big key thing here to get the system up off the ground, have a place for that material to fall out. The risers slide and lock on these square tubes and locks the whole system together. Real simple pin installation and removal. That allows the system to slide together for easy transportation. So we're at 10 feet wide when we're extended, and we can go to 8 feet wide for easy trucking and transportation. Bumper rails are removable, so that makes stacking for transportation and portability really easy. For locking the individual modules together, so the ramps are a 20-foot module. The chain sections themselves are come in 20-foot modules, and we lock them together with these locking plates. So we have two different ways to lock the modules together. This is what we call our more permanent, and because we're at a pit here and this is going to be in place for the next year, these guys wanted a more rigid stable connection point. We also have another connection we can give for construction sites where they want to move the system around more, and they can come apart here real quickly. Here we have the full 80-foot version of chain Trax, which is how we recommend everyone start with. This is a really good initial platform to have, and this can be expanded and reduced as needed and deployed more modules whenever necessary. This particular site did very, very well for coming out of the box in very bad situation with this very sticky Fargo clay. But the contractor is requesting one more module, and then he's going to have it. So he's very, very, very happy. This gave 60 to 70%, and with another module, they're going to be close to 80 to 90% reduction in tracking that they had before the system. Loved by truck drivers, very smooth, no shaking or harsh vibrations.
So have you ever been over this unit before?
No, I haven't.
Okay, what's your experience with the shaker panels that you've used in the past?
They're really rough and vibrate big time.
And this new truck you got here, what's it make it feel like in the truck?
Bad.
On the shaker panels?
Bad, yeah, because this rides like a Cadillac, and it does. Those blue ones, real bad.
Okay.
And then if you don't go fast enough, you spin. You spin out.
Well, check it out. We'll talk to you afterwards.
Yep.
How's that?
That is smooth.
Yeah?
That's smooth as going over a smooth concrete bridge. Wow, chains that sucked up all that stuff, huh?
Yeah. Yep.
Absorbed.
And there's a lot of materials pulling all the clay and everything off of it, so.
Wow, by far with the other ones, yeah. Oh yeah.
Thank you.
You bet.
Thank you very much.
You bet.
Have a good day.
You too.
Drive safe.
So what we have in this 80-foot section is 20-foot ramps, 20-foot chain modules. So what you see here is two 20-foot chain modules and two 20-foot sets of ramps. And for easy transportation, like I said, all these bumper rails are pin and locked into position and they slide right out. And then the ramps fold together, so you only have a 10-foot ramp. And this is pinned and jointed here, and it'll flip up into a solid 90-degree position, or you can lay it flat for transportation. And that also makes the clean out easy. So the first set of ramps took off a lot of clay on Friday night, but these are easily cleaned by a front end loader. A skid steer with forks can get underneath the front of these ramps because they swivel, and just bang them down a little bit and get that material to fall out for easy cleaning. So they performed one cleaning function. One gentleman in a loader with a set of forks and a buckets forked the system out of his way, did a really quick bucket cleanup, and he was done. He said the whole thing took him 15 to 20 minutes for a complete clean out. So again, the contractor was very happy with that. They also did perform another clean out where they used a skid steer with a scraper bar, and that's the beauty of this riser design. A skid steer can get to either side of it. You can have a longer scraper bar that would reach the full length. In their case, they had a 5-foot scraper bar, and he was able to access and keep the chain module portion clean while the trucks were running. So there's no job site shutdown, no stop of trucking to clean the system, so it can be cleaned on the fly and just keep the trucks going, and you don't have to shut your project down. Huge savings and huge advantage versus other systems that have to be shut down for hours and cleaned, and it's very labor and time consuming. Not with chain Trax. It's as simple as we can get it. All the stuff here on top of the risers and in between the chains are performing exactly like we were hoping. So as these trucks run over, these chains are moving, and this material is falling down exactly as promised. No buildup through the chains. To protect the tops of the metals, these are removable, replaceable wear plates. Want to show you guys because this is just astounding to us to take a bad clay situation like this. I just want to pull some of this material out of here for you guys, get the real deal. It's just absolutely amazing. I mean, you look at this chunky stuff we're just peeling it right off the tires. It's absolutely amazing. I'm very, very impressed. Very impressed. There's not another system that performs like this. There's only one. It's called chain Trax. Smooth, vibration free. truck cleaning at its best. Yeah, so I'm going to show you here the real, know that this isn't doctored in any way, but here's one of the chunks, and you can see the tire tread inside that chunk. And that's, again, absolutely amazing. And this is the difference between chain. We're not shaking this off or rattling off of trucks. We're fully engaging the tires through its entire rotation, and this is the result. And it's amazing, impressive results. Here's another one. I mean, look at that coming right deep. That was clearly stuck to the tire. And these trucks are driving, at least an eighth, a quarter of a mile through this pit before they ever come to Chain Trax. So Chain Trax is set up at the exit point, and so none of this material came off those tires until they went over Chain Trax. So great job, great performance in horrible situations. If we can do this in Fargo clay, we can do anything. So yeah, the amount of material here on top of the risers, really good. So the contractors cleaned this out a couple times. You can see a little bit of the piles. He said that they hauled some loader buckets away, but this is the material that was pushed out from the bottom. And again, I mean, look at this chunky stuff, which is just fantastic. I mean, this is just no joke. That's all coming off the tires. And there's another pile, a couple little piles left over from the clean out. Getting more stuff, and if you look really closely, you can see again the tire tread patterns inside here. So that's all coming from not only the chunks from the outside of the tires, but separating those tires and getting from this clay out from inside the tread, which is very difficult to do, and was difficult before. It's not any longer with Chain Trax. And you got these three piles here that we just showed you. This would have been on the road if it wasn't for Chain Trax.